written a drama entitled Cycling King. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Isde Alidaye, and I will be playing the role of Clinking and the narrator.
Rahma Fitriani will be playing the role of Clinking's mother.
Muhammad Rafli will be playing the role Clinking father.
Okay, Belitung, formerly known as Belitung, is an island located in Bangka Belitung Province, Indonesia, situated in the eastern part of Sumatra. The island is divided into two districts, Belitung and East Belitung. Within the folklore of the island, there is a tale about a husband and wife who attempts to harm their child, employing vows without yet never succeed. Curious as to why the would harbor such intentions, you can unravel the details in the narrative of Secret King. Once upon a time, in a village on Belitung Island, there resided a humble husband and wife. Despite their financial struggles, they found joy and harmony in their lives. Yet a sense of incompleteness lingered as they longed for a child. Each night, they fervently prayed to God, yearning to be blessed with the gift of a child.
Oh my God!
Oh my God,
Bless us
bless us
with a child,
with
even
a child,
if they are,
even if they
are
are
as small
as
as
small
a little
as
finger.
little finger.
Apparently, their prayers were answered by Almighty God. Not long after, the wife became pregnant. The husband and wife were overjoyed because soon they would have the child they had longed for. Several months later, his wife gave birth. However, they were taken aback when they saw that the baby that came out of the wife's womb was only the size of a little finger.
Dad, why is our child so small?
Hearing his wife's questions, the husband remained silent. It was as if he could not believe what they were expressing. Finally, the husband remembered the prayer they often said.
Mom, render our flyer out this time. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll always play to be if a child, even if it as big as a little finger.
Oh yes, it seems the God answered our prayers according to our requests.
They looked after the baby as well as possible. Time passed, and the child grew to be 6 years old. However, the child's body was still the size of a pinky. Therefore, they named him Clinky. At first, the husband and wife loved little Clinky. However, something troubled them. Despite his small size, Little Finger had a big appetite. In one meal, he could finish a spoonful of rice, sometimes even more. Every day, the husband and wife were perplexed because their incomes was barely enough for Clinking's meals. Unable to sustain him any longer, the two husband and wife agreed to remove him from their lives.
Dad, how do you report ways with little finger?
I have another way to handle this.
What is it, Dad?
Tomorrow in the morning I will take him to forest.
To the forest? Why, Dad?
I will leave him the tree.
The wife agreed. The next day, the father took little Clinking to the forest to gather wood. Arriving in the middle of the forest, the father immediately began cutting down a large tree.
Clinking, just stand the tree, that I will cut this tree down.
Okay, Dad. Unbeknownst to little Clinky, his father was cutting down the tree towards him. Father deliberately did that so the tree would fall on him. A few moments later, the big tree collapsed on little Clinky. Saying this, his father was not sad but happy.
They, you little rat. Ha 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 ha.
After making sure that his son was dead, the father immediately returned home to tell his wife about the incident. Hearing her husband's story, the wife became enraged.
Dad, starting today, our life with Bestful.
However, around noon, they suddenly heard a scream from outside the house. Daddy, Dad, where do I place this wood?
Dad, it sounds like Clinking's voice. Isn't that child dead?
Come on, let's go, see?
Both husband and wife were astonished when they saw Clinking carrying a large tree on his shoulders. Dad, where do I place this wood?
Just put in three.
Okay, Dad. After putting down the wood, Clinking went straight into the house, looking for food. Because he felt hungry after carrying the big tree, he finished a pot of rice that his mother had cooked. Meanwhile, the father and mother just sat there, looking at their child, unsure of what to do. Since Clinking returned home, their life became increasingly difficult. As the days went by, Clinking ate more and more. A mere spoonful of rice was no longer enough. Seeing this situation, the husband and wife discussed again to find a way to deal with Clinking.
Dad, what should we do now?
Tomorrow I will take him to the mountains to get stuff.
Calm down, dear. My plan will definitely succeed.
The next day, the father took little Clinking to the mountains to gather stone. Arriving at the foot of the mountains, the father stopped.
Clinking, that I will climb to the top of the mountain to sleep the rocks. You just with her, blocking and concealing the stone.
Okay, Dad. Afterward, the father climbed the mountain carrying a piece of wood to try the rocks. Initially, he tried small rocks, then larger ones, and finally even large rocks. When he was lifting a massive rock, he deliberately aimed in at Clinky. The stone crushed Clinky. Saying this, the father immediately came down from the mountain and approached Clinky, who was crushed by a rock.
Clinking, Clinking.
He called his son several times but received no response. He was certain that Clinking was dead. Feeling joyful, he immediately returned home and told his wife about the incident. However, the wife did not immediately believe the story.
Are you sure the child's really dead?
Yes, Mom. that managed to crush him with a laser rock.
Thanks goodness then our life will truly be peaceful again.
However, as it approached afternoon, unexpectedly, they heard another voice from outside the house. Daddy, Dad, where do I place the stone?
Put it her.
The husband and wife gasped in surprise when they left in the house. They saw Clinking placing a large stone. After that, as usual, little Clinking went straight into the house to look for food because he was hungry. Finally, the husband and wife felt remorse for their child Clinking. They also realized that somehow little Clinking was born because of their own request. Since then, they never intend to harm him again. They accept Clinking back as family member. Meanwhile, Clinking, who possessed more strength than ordinary people, become increasingly diligent and assisting his father. In fact, he did all the heavy work, making his father workload lighter, and their needs could be met. The end.
Conclusion of this story is that this is the tale of sea clinkings from Bangka Belitung province, Indonesia. The story above falls into the category of fairy tales that convey moral message. There are at least two moral messages that can be learned from the story above. First, avoid looking down on the others. This characteristic is illustrated by the behavior of little Clinking's father and mother. They only saw their child's physical appearance and greed in intending to abandon him. However, it was beyond their expectation. Then, even though he was small, Littlefinger possessed extraordinary strength. Realizing this, they grew affectionate toward him. From this, we can learn a lesson that if you diss someone, don't overdo it, as it could turn into love.
Second, human pet is good hand. This is even in the story above. A level she came to him several times. They never separated from her. We learned that only good. They later managed a bounce left and died. Danger of hurt someone tries to end another person's life if is good, not good will had personal will not be.
That's all.
It's all can we solve.
Thank you
Thank you
for
for watching.
watching.
Terbaik.